Well, happy Wednesday.
Happy Wednesday.
Well, Angelica, can you tell us what's happening now?
Yes. So we talked about on Monday how current events are affecting the market. So what's happening in today's market is we are starting to see somewhat of a slowdown. Homes still sitting on the market. Buyers still being hesitant to pull the trigger on making a move because of everything that's being happening right now. I will say this, as a listing agent here in the San Diego County market, fortunately, we have 4 offers on the table for one of my listings, which is awesome.
Yes, it is.
And I can also say that with everything that's happening, my first-time home military buyers and just military buyers who are looking to purchase their second home, they are pumping the brakes a little bit because how everybody, especially our military, is being affected.
Right.
And what happens when that happens is that you're going to see a lot of conventional buyers out there, a lot of FHA buyers, not so much military. But I am also seeing a lot of people who are using the conventional loan who are putting 20% down. I have another listing where a buyer was willing to put 50% down on a conventional loan. So there's definitely buyers out there that have the reserves to pay the amount because they want to have the lower mortgage. As you know, we always try to focus ourselves on being monthly mortgage focused rather than the interest rate focused,
Right.
because it's really important to see what you can afford and how we can fit that in your criteria and connect it with what is currently on the market. So on my side of things, on the real estate, as a listing agent and a buyer's agent, that's what I'm noticing. What about you?
You know, interest rates continue to just stay, honestly, at the same levels. They don't fluctuate very much. And again, we stay payment focused, not interest rate focused, and we try to educate that the most important part is to really focus on the payment. And right now, my clients, we just see an elevated amount of applications leading up to February because refinance rates were low. And so we saw a lot of people that had purchased at 7% and at 6% wanting to get in the 5% range. So I did see a lot of applications come in, and that's across the board with every lender. We have been very lucky. I want to take a minute here to thank all our active service members and also all our veterans, especially also now that we are involved in this current situation or Iran. Thank you so much for serving. Thank you so much for your service. And really, they're amazing. And what we do, right? Your husband too, and you and their spouses that support our service members. It really, puts you through a lot of stress. And this is the moment where you guys constantly are stepping up. So thank you so much for the service you put to and your husband. Thank you guys.
Yeah. And alongside that, being an active duty military spouse and having a lot of friends in the military and a lot of connections, and for everyone who is experienced or being affected by what's happening in the Middle East right now, our hearts goes out to each and every one of you.
Yes.
And we are really hoping and praying for the best outcome as much possible. And I think it's important to really unite together, to stay strong and not be divided. I think that's the most important thing as a nation, as the United States. I think it's really important to just stand by what we believe in, and as a democracy and for our freedom, for the soldiers that are out there and, sacrificing every day. I think it's really important to also share how much we care about their families back at home. So,
yeah. We had a customer this week or last week, sorry, and we were talking about the benefits you have as an active service member or a retiree veteran, and you deserve all these benefits. Remember, we were just mentioning like how these benefits, you've earned them, right? Yeah. Defending your country, you've earned them. And I truly believe that when we go through this process, I myself have grown to see why they've earned them, right? You go through the process as an individual and seeing, wow, what a sacrifice. And this is the minimum we can do for our active service members and our veterans, to be able to give them a mortgage with no mortgage insurance, with no down payment, and a very good interest rate. And I think that is something, the minimum is earned, when you're putting your life at risk so that you can own a piece of what you're defending. I love the way you put it when we met with our client, and I'm like, yeah, that's true. So just to second what you said, thank you so much. We really, really, truly appreciate the service our active service members put, and their families too. Mm-hmm. Thank you.
Yes, and I just want to piggyback off of that, because I cannot stress enough on how great the VA loan benefit really truly is, because you have the privilege as a veteran, as an active duty military service member, the privilege to buy a house with $0 down anywhere in the nation. There's no other loan that can beat that.
No.
I mean, and the fact that you've outlined it for us as well, no private mortgage insurance, and all of this flexibility for veterans who might think they have a bad credit score.
I was just going to say, a lot of our veterans or active members think, oh, my credit score is in the 580s or 590s or 600s. You know what? VA doesn't have a credit score limit. The lenders will put one on it, but there's a lot of flexibility where other programs won't go below 620 or 600. VA allows that. So there is a ton of flexibility. And I kind of want to talk about something we have happening in April.
Oh, yes.
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 Why don't we bring it up now?
Sure,
right?
sure. Yeah.
So go ahead.
So on April 18th, if you don't know, we're giving everybody a sneak peek.
Yep.
Today, on today's episode, we are going to be holding a VA buying seminar here at Foundation Escrow in this lounge that we're currently filming in right now on April 18th at 11 o'clock.
Yes. Way more information will be coming out with videos, marketing, but stay tuned. You don't want to miss this event. If you've purchased already, or you know someone that needs to purchase and you're a veteran or you're an active member, this is going to be the event to attend.
And by the way, we are going to be busting every myth that you've ever heard about the VA loan. So we've been listening to all of our veterans across San Diego County, and there's a lot of misleading information out there. And so you want to be here on April 18th at 11 o'clock in the morning. We're going to provide pastries, coffee, the works, and you're not going to want to miss this.
All right. Good enough.